Yo, what is going on, family? Welcome to the live stream. It is a new day. It is a Wednesday, and this one is going to be a little bit short because I am heading out shortly. But let's dive into it. And if you like this, please make sure you like and subscribe. It is easy. It is easy to do. And if you want to join the Discord, it's also easy to do. Let me change this real quick. I don't understand. So I'm trying to figure out, where is it? Boom. First link in the description below. Let's dive into it. First of all, we talked about this, right? Where is it? Okay. We'll dive into it. I just want to be here, market open. But before we do, verse of the day comes from Colossians 3:12. As God's chosen people, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Colossians 3:12. And that's the verse of the day. And with that, we're going to get into it. Right, babe? All right. So, when was this? The last couple days I've been doing the live stream. It's been getting into the market, and then all of a sudden it just rips against us or without us, sorry. But not today. Not today. We're not going to let it happen. I was looking at this, and there's a couple of interesting things that I saw, right? And this is something to keep in mind. Like, I was looking at this, and it's there. So on a higher time frame, we've moved up, right? Obviously, we moved up. Let me get rid of all of this. We moved all the way up here to some important key levels, right? And if we let's put a fib on this, because I want you guys to see something, right? Let me get rid of the let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. So that you guys can see what I'm talking about. And this is, I marked some areas you can see already. This right here is 38%. We're almost there. And then we're almost at the 50% mark, where the previous highs land on this mark here. So very important to keep that in mind, right? Very important to keep that in mind. And you can see we're almost at that 38% retracement of this move if we want to continue higher. Now, we do have this SMT down here. There's a big old SMT, so keep that in mind as well, right? This could just be the first leg of a move higher, right? To from -4, 4.5, -2, 2.5, right? -2 of a higher time frame manipulation leg takes us right back to these highs right there, right? And in this case, it would be basically right here where ES, look at this structure on ES, right? These highs are these highs right here, right? And then all of this area of quote unquote support, are we going to reject that? And ES is moving into that area right now. So something to keep in mind, something to just be mindful for, right? We are in that inversion for value gap, right? On ES. Right, we haven't been able to push through. You saw all of yesterday. It was just slow moving in an area that we honestly, I expected it to just keep going. And now we did have this push to the upside, and it doesn't surprise me, right? Because we had this just massive downfall over the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or month. So it doesn't surprise me to see this the way it is. So I'm going to be careful. And here's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at, am I looking for shorts? Maybe. Am I looking for longs? Probably not. The reason for that is we've just overextended this so far, and we could keep going, right? We could keep going. I was looking for longs here, but look at this. We just kept going. So just because something got extended like this, you have to look at a bigger picture and remind yourself, like, hey, wait a second, this is just a small move inside of a bigger time frame move. So I'm gonna be looking for whatever shows up, right? But I am knowing that I am mostly bearish on today, just because of where we're at, for a possibility, and I'll say that possibility for us to continue lower, right? Dude, where you at? Oh, okay, cool. Uh, okay. What is this? I'm not sure what happened. Okay. Anyways, so that is sort of my bias, right? I am looking for a reaction play on this. To where? Well, let's figure that out, right? We've already figured out, we calculated this manipulation like of where it could take us, and we haven't, honestly, we haven't done that on ES. So I'd love to see that right now. Let's go to the 1 hour. We're gonna measure that same manipulation leg on ES to see where it takes us. Because again, if we're just looking at NQ, we could get, look at that, -2, -2 standard deviations. Can we push into them? It can't, like, can we make this happen? Is this going to push us into -2? Are we gonna get that divergence, right, in target between ES and Q for a continuation lower? Right now we have a divergence. If you haven't noticed this, right there, right? On a, let's go to the 6 hour so you can see that even better. We have that high there. Look at this. We have this here. There is a big SMT happening inside an inversion weekly fair value gap, the same plays that ES has been rejecting from, right? On top of, here's, if we go into the 15-minute, on top of right here, we have another SMT right here, right? Look at this. ES has again failed to take this recent high from yesterday. NQ, NQ just NQ just ran them overnight, right? No, yesterday. NQ ran that yesterday, and then NQ made some new highs today. And you can see we're running that, right? So this is where I'm starting to just sort of align a lot of, like, a higher time frame, and then just coming down to, like, all right, this is what could happen. So I am quote unquote bearish on the day. If I was gonna get in here, this is probably just I miss it, but this also looks like a beautiful manipulation area for us to continue higher, right? It's 9:25, market's about to open. Let's see, where am I? Yeah, I'm not on my regular account. That's good. At least not on here. Let me open them up here. Okay, there we go. So there's another SMT. All of these signs right now are showing, hey, listen, we are probably wanting to do something, take us lower or something. I have to always keep in mind what RTY, YM, and every other asset is doing, right? So let's take a look at this. Now that we know that, now that we have a higher time frame picture of what price could do, let's take a look at this. We know we have what? SMTs, right? We have an SMT. This is an SMT high. So we know that this is an SMT from here to here, right, with ES. So we know that that's an SMT with ES, right? If we're on this is on the 15-minute. Oh, snap. This is gold right here. This is gold right there. I expect us to come up, manipulate, and get an entry to continue lower. Maybe not. No, no, not anymore. Not anymore. Let's see, 927. 927. Where would this take us? Right there. Okay. Can expect this to continue to come up a little bit. Ultimately, all right, I'm going to show you this before we actually get into it. Ultimately, if this is a manipulation leg that wants to take us lower, look at where we're going. There is first target is previous week lows, and then second target is somewhere down here, but I'm only playing what the chart's going to give me right now. And right now we're dumping. I don't think I'm going to FOMO into this. We're getting an SMT here. We're Oh yeah, we're about to get an SMT there. We could play this one. Just temporarily take us back to our entry, right? To get an entry somewhere up here. CISD. And this would be sort of a small play before the actual play, if anything. I'd be looking for this to get ran at open, right? I'd be looking for an SMT with all of this or any of this. Right now we have one here. So 928. 928. Like I said, this one's gonna be short. But yeah, guys, make sure you join the live stream. Or sorry, the join the Discord. It's a great community there. Let's see, I got my little stream deck here. Boom, baby. I forgot I had this thing. Look, like and subscribe. Boom, baby. There we go. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Where would I take this? Or would I take this to the upside? This is only to the upside, all right? Momentarily. If you're gonna if we can expect price to go higher to get us an entry, then why not take this, right? We are on top of a new week opening gap on ES. We know we have an SMT there. Everything is still making lows, so nothing here yet. 930 is here. 930 is here. Oh, this looks good. If we go with 5, let's see. Dude, come on. Where's my fill? Ah, shoot. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, what is this? Oh my gosh. Not 35. Hold on. What is going? You guys are seeing this, right? What the heck? Yo, what was that? Did you see that? Oh my gosh. All right, stop loss there. What is this? All right, you guys are seeing this, right? I'm not. What is going on? Holy crap. Okay. All right. Maybe too many orders at 9:30. Maybe that's what's happening, but I can't move my order now. What's going on? What's going on? Anyways, I'd expect this to come up CISD, right? Or these recent highs, right? Let's look at if we have another CISD somewhere. Yeah, so that's our 30-minute. And then we have this other 30-minute. This one got confirmed. SMT's above. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good for us to just go higher, ultimately drop lower, right? Bias has been bullish. I can't move my order, yo. I mean, I guess I'll show you just. Oh, I see. Okay, that sure. I'll show you how this would play out right there. That's where I want to get in. That's the where I want to see price trade into. Yo, what's going on with my stuff? I can't click anything. Yo, something is happening. Something is happening. Yeah. YM has made new weekly highs. Look at that. YM is pushing. YM is pushing. We're failing here. We might not even get our entry at this point. We might just get this pullback here soon. This is SMT. I can't take this off. SMT's up here now. All right, we had this SMT, but as soon as we get this SMT, then I just got to be careful. If you entered here, you just got to be careful because we're getting SMT with RTY, YM, ES, and Q have not made this high. So at that point, I would have been out as soon as I saw that SMT, right? Oh, now I can. Anyways, you saw how I would have played that. You saw how this would have worked out. I don't know what happened to my trading view. It froze on me. So now what? Now we're just watching. Now we're just watching. We didn't get no entry. Not yet, at least. Big SMT coming up. And this could be, I mean, yeah, this could be it here. This is the 930. This looks, yeah, look at this. Second SMT. Yeah, this is a place where price is gonna move. Today price is gonna move. Yeah, I definitely want to see us go into that CISD. 26 minutes. This is our high time frame CISD right there. This would confirm on our high time frame. This looks beautiful. Yeah, this looks really good. Look at this. So we have a, yeah, this looks good. This looks really good. Bias, yeah, pretty bearish. If we keep these protected up here, then my bias is going to be pretty bearish. There's some T there. Yeah, not that one. Yeah, we just got this alert. Let's go. Also, if you want to get all of these alerts, I have these alerts set for the group. Previous month low. I have new week high. Uh weekly high. What was this one? Monday high. That one already happened. You have right here, new week highs. This one just triggered today, so I'll enable it later or after today's session, and then you'll get that tomorrow, right? So you can see it's there. It's on the Discord. Again, why is this happening? Why is my configure preferences? Um, ah, I see. Okay. Okay. Make this my default. There it is. Okay. Perfect. Sorry, I was just trying to mess with this so I can be like, yo, guys, join the Discord. Um, cool. So let's get this set up, right? Let's get this set up for basically what would be our trade. Stop loss to the recent highs. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Right. Hold on. I'd like to see us. Where's that 15? Is there 15? That's one. That's two there. This one here. This one. Where's this one taking us? Right down here. Yeah, that one looks good. I'm just looking for targets at this point. Yeah, targets that overlap. There it is. That's a beautiful target right here. What's up, bro? Give me some. What you doing?
the color is charging.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Nice. Can you give me some more?
So,
Thanks, Mom. All right. So I would take this as unless we hit this, just like we hit this, right? I wouldn't be looking to take any shorts here. I'd be looking for this. That would be my trade. That would be it. You saw how I just overlapped -2 and -4 with this low with these, like, this looks good to me. And I think this is weak. Oh, this is, yeah, fair value gap low. Yep, on ES. This looks good. I would take this. I would take this. Let me just make sure, because we are pretty bullish too, right? So I just want to make sure.
there's some light.
Oh, thanks, dude. Thank you, man. Yeah, no, maybe take this low. We took this low. So here's an SMT here, right? Is this gonna take us to our entry? That would be nice. Now here's how I'm gonna do this. Here's what I'm looking at. These other SMTs have done their job, right? All of these other SMTs temporarily have done their job. And so if we invalidate, like right now, this is validating, moving into a new week, opening up. That looks good to me. We had this inversion on ES. That looks good to me. And now we're moving into, yeah. I'd like to see us tap back above these highs into this fair value gap here. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna scale this one. I'm gonna scale this one. I'm gonna scale it by twos. Okay. So I would take two there. Then I would take two more. Or sorry, then I would take three here at my CISD. Right? At that point, stop loss up here. That's, yeah, that's perfect. So that would be that would be my scale into my target, which, if you remember, we said it was where's the leg that put the low here? Right here. Boom. This would be, no, it was this one. And -2, -4 with this low. That's perfect. Target that. So that's first entry. Second entry is right there. Targeting that as well. And that's it. Now we wait. And that's all I would take. Yeah. YM is just moving higher. RTY is moving higher. This is, yeah, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. This is a safe entry, I'm not gonna lie. With the stop at these protected highs. This would be a safe entry. But I mean, this looks good. I don't know that I would expect any of this to get ran right now. We tapped into that there, BPR. Second, as there's that right there. That's a Shoot. I'm just looking for a good entry because if we enter here, we can get invalidated quickly, right? On these highs, back into our CISD. So I might even wait. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions on this. If you guys see something different, drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments. Or I don't. My stupid button isn't working. Why isn't it working? Preferences, general, standard. Does it make sense? Okay, it's there. It's doing the thing. Oh, I see. Ah, okay, 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 okay. Let's get rid of that crap. There it is. Okay, that's what it was. Now it's working. Now it's working. Yeah, there's no follow through to the downside at this point. I'd like to see us tap back into these highs, back into our CISD, and possibly just continue lower here. All right, RTY, YM are ripping higher. This would be invalidated as soon as we take this high. And then ultimately we run through all highs, right? So this SMT continues to hold there, but it would be invalidated as soon as we run it right there. Technically, ES already tapped into these highs, so NQ doesn't really have to. We could, if you missed this, you could look for an entry here. This looks good. I don't trade ES as much as I should. I really don't. Hi, goodness. But let's see if we can find what would this look like? Look at that. Beautiful. This risk to reward is so much better. Look. This risk to reward stop at the recent. Oh man, this looks good. I would, yeah, I'm gonna give that one a step. The other one, NQ, just looks too, uh, uh, let's get rid of the other one. I don't like this one anymore. And then today is the first time we're trading ES, guys. Today is the first time we are trading ES. This is with 10, um, basically 10 micros. That's good right there. Yeah, this looks good. And then I would do, yeah, I swear if we missed this one too, that would suck. There's my target on ES. Recent lows. That's beautiful right there. All of this run on liquidity. This looks good. ES is set up for a good move here if we can get in. I would even count this as protected up here. You know what? I'm gonna give this a shot with having these highs protected just a little bit, just a little bit. If we can get a fill here. Because that structure looked better, right? I would it's just hard to get in when this is already dumped. All and our entry was up here. This would have been harder to get in. And if we don't get an entry here, that's gonna suck. Here's a second CISD there after an SMT. This would have been okay. This is interesting. Here's the first CISD for if this is a protected high and we want to count it as that, right? If we want to say, oh, that's protected, that's our CISD there. This is our inverse. This could work like this right there. Yeah, I've never traded ES. It's a little different. It's a little different for sure. That's all I'm looking for. Nothing crazy. Yeah, I'd be looking for this. That's what I'd be looking for. So let's get rid of this. We don't need that. We don't need that. These are, oh, look at that, an alert. What is this? Weekly high. Cool. So that's how we know we'll be invalidated soon, right? So this is a better, to me, a risk to reward is better on ES, right? It's better on ES. ES is sort of the weaker asset overall, and NQ has more room to go up here versus ES. ES has already met its target. So I don't expect anything wild here. But we're dumping. This market is going. She dumping. Guys, and I think that's it for me. Honestly. You can see how we were looking for an entry. You can see how I was sort of aligning bias. And I did okay. Honestly, this felt a little bit rushed just because I do have to go. And I wanted to give you guys some value to see how I'm looking at the market and almost see if there was an entry for me to go to the downside. Now there was, it just wasn't a risk. My risk was just too wide for this for NQ, right? And then we looked over an ES and it felt better, it looked better, and it was a better play. Now, did we miss it? Maybe we did, right? Maybe this is 45 seconds, so keep that in mind as well, right? But we have a beautiful gap here that's open. So I'm gonna keep this here like this until we get to our, either if we get to our target early, then there's no point in me getting back in, right? I would just have to look for another play for a larger time frame target. But for now, we'll just keep it as is. Oh, somebody said that we're looking at the 4 hour. Oh wow, yeah, look at this beautiful 4 hour. This is our 4 hour CISD here, guys, right here. Boom, right there. 4 hour CISD is right here. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful play to the downside. So if you caught that, congratulations. That's amazing. Just be careful, right? Because all of these can always come up. And that's it, guys. That is all. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thanks again. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in and watch this. Boom. Join the Discord. First link in the description below. And with that, I'll catch you guys maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna be in Atlanta in the morning. But I'll try to get on. I'll do my best. 9:15. I think that was a great time. We were able to see the market, to read price action and look for an entry, right? So there's my entry. I'm gonna let this play out, win or lose. I'm gonna let it sit there. Unless we hit our target early without me getting in, right? So with that being said, have an awesome week. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.